because in the bloodline of Abraham, there were fractures that were there. Then within the bloodline of Judah, there are fractures that are there. Then from David up to Babylon, you look again if there are fractures, if there are negative elements within that bloodline. The Bible says David killed. David did a lot of things. He killed Nabal. He wanted to kill Nabal, and Abigail said to David, don't be foolish and kill his fool's wife. David did a lot of things. David took Uriah's wife. Then he made Uriah to die on the account of loving Bathsheba. And God said unto David, because of that, blood is not going to depart from your bloodline. Which means all the children that are going to come, they'll become victims of what's in the bloodline. They'll inherit the negatives that are in the bloodline. Yet though there are positives in the bloodline, they will inherit that. I don't know if I'm talking to somebody in this place. That's why you find out that Amnon, the son of David, raped his sister Tamar. Why? Because David took Bathsheba. These are negative fractures in the bloodline. Then you find out Absalom killed Amnon, his brother, because David killed Uriah. Then you find out that Absalom, after he left Geshur, he then devised a plan with Ahithophel to kill David, the father. Why? Because within the bloodline, there is this element and inheritance of murder, inheritance of adultery. The Bible says before Absalom killed his father David, he took all his father's wives, all of them, 17 of them. He went on top of the house, he slept with them in the eyes of Israel. Why? Because within the bloodline of David, there are fractures. Then the Bible says from David to Christ, there are 40 generations. I don't know if I'm talking to somebody in this place. So the book of 1 Peter, let me read up now, finds that section 8 says, the Bible says, that be sober. Somebody shout, I'm sober. And the Bible says, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, is a rolling lion, walking about, seeking whom he might devour. So the motion of the devil, when you walk about, it's not a linear motion. As you think, it's not like he's walking from CBD to Sunside, Sunside to Arcadia. The motion of the devil, what it means to walk up and down, is traveling within the house of your bloodline. You can travel walking about 700 years in your bloodline, looking for evidences so that it presents before God. So when I'm coming from a family that has got a forefather who once raped and committed incest, the assignment of the devil is to walk about looking for evidences. Why? Because the devil, even though we know him as Satan, he's an attorney. He just looks for evidence. When he found evidence in my bloodline, he then takes the evidence to God and say, are you not a righteous God? And God will say yes. You then say, are you not a holy God? And God will say yes. And you say that while I was walking about as a rolling lion, I found out that within the bloodline of Brian, there is an uncle of Brian who sacrificed to an idol. So I got the right to deal with Brian. I don't know if I'm talking to somebody in this place. So the devil, you need to be vigilant. How do I become vigilant? And so I become vigilant in my prayer. Glory to Jesus. So he then sends, so the devil and Satan, when he's working with your blood, within your bloodline, checking for negative inheritance